Gold to hit $5,000 an ounce by 2023? I'm not making this shit up. Hey, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked, and that way you get updated with any new content. So Wall Street is still bullish on gold. They still think there's more room to rise. And I'm going to talk about this right now in a couple of articles that I found that I think you guys will find to be interesting. And then you're going to want to make sure that you stick around for the hands and coins segment of this video, because I know how much you guys love hands and coins. So I got to make sure I do that, right? My 2020 stacking goal was going to be stacking as much gold as I possibly can. I am now currently sitting on about 16 more ounces since January, and I've been continuing my gold purchases. I've slowed down the last couple of weeks because I do have a small business in which I pay taxes, so my quarterly taxes are coming due in about 2 weeks, so I have a couple auctions that I got to get under my belt and see what's what with the cash flow and get those all paid off, so that way I don't have the IRS coming knocking on the door. But that being said, I do continue to look at gold as something that people should be buying heavily. And there are some articles that have been going around recently. I just posted a video talking about both silver and gold, but right here again, just to kind of remind some of you who saw that video, or for those of you that haven't seen that video, right here, this article, which was posted on August the 6th, says that a Augusta Precious Metals Harvard-trained analyst projects $5,000 gold by 2023. And I went into the reasons as to why, and I talked about this article. You should go check out that video if you haven't watched it already. But this article, which was posted on Friday, April 17th, says Wall Street still bullish on gold prices, but tempers enthusiasm. So I'm just going to kind of read this and kind of give you my thoughts on this. But right here it says Wall Street still leans bullish on gold, but the enthusiasm has cooled, with the number of traders and analysts saying the metal is due for a pullback after hitting a 7-year high earlier this week based on the Kitco News Gold Survey. During the last 2 weeks, 100% and 92% of the market professionals who take part in the poll gave bullish short-term outlooks on gold. And in some videos and articles that I've seen, analysts were saying that they expect gold to kind of finish out the year around 1950, 2000, kind of hovering in that mid-19 range. This time, though, only 47% of the participants are bullish, with 7 out of 15 voters saying they expect the metal to rise. But right here, guys, you're seeing that everybody is kind of mixed, right? You got about half and half kind of just saying that the gold is going to rise, the other half kind of saying that it's going to pull back. And it's just basically talking about these votes that were casted. Right here it says, meanwhile, 1,683 votes were cast in an online Main Street poll. A total of 1,144 voters, or 68%, looked for gold to rise in the next week. Another 305, or 18%, said lower, while 234, or 14%, were neutral. The point is, guys, nobody knows. No one knows. Okay? Here you got a Kitco Gold survey. 47% were bullish, 40% bearish. Main Street, 68%, 18%, 14% were neutral. So you still have that 13%, that 14% that are like, I don't know, right? I am one of the people that are in the bullish category, and I am positioning myself so that way, if there is a pullback, I will be able to buy more gold and dollar cost average down. But as gold continues to climb or hovers in these areas that we are seeing right now in this 1920, 1950, 1960 range, I will continue to keep buying. So the reason for that, again, and you guys, I'll post the article link. I'm not going to go through everything on here, but I'm going to post the article link within the description. But basically, again, just to recap what this video was talking about, is that based on what's going on with the printing of the United States dollar, the devaluation of it, the fact that the debt continues to climb, that there's really no end in sight right now for the COVID pandemic, that all of these different fears and uncertainties are kind of playing into this. So you are seeing a lot more people buying gold, and the more media coverage and financial coverage that you're seeing in news and whatnot about precious metals, you're going to drive more people into the market, right? You're going to start piquing people's interests. They're going to get more interested. People that weren't buying gold or silver in the past, right? They're starting to kind of wake up and smell smell the roses here. So these people are getting into the markets now. Do I think it's too late for them? I don't. I do not think that it is too late. I still think that they have time. I mean, many of us that are in the stacking community continue to buy precious metals, silver and gold. So that being said, they're kind of in the, these people that are new, they're in the same boat as us when it comes to buying precious metals right now. However, the one thing that we have that they don't is that we have been buying precious metals for years and have been very fortunate that we've stacked the precious metals that we have at these lower rates. So that being said, I'm going to continue to talk about why I believe people should still be buying gold. I'm just going to switch over to the hands and coins mode. So I am convinced there is an issue that many of the people in the stacking community have, that we have some sort of hoarding issue or paranoia because we continue to hoard our cash and stuff into gold and silver. So that being said, I do continue to buy even in times where I can't buy a lot. So I do sometimes buy foreign gold, and I said in a very recent video that foreign gold is a good option if you're looking for gold relatively cheaper than something like an American gold eagle or a buffalo. So that being said, even though I am slowing down my purchases, I still am buying. So not too long ago, I picked up this Ducat. Some people are saying, it's ducat. I'm saying it's Ducat. In one of my other videos, when I first revealed it, I did say ducat, but it's pronounced Ducat. So everybody say it with me, Ducat. Anyway, I got one of these. Now this is about a little bit like a half ounce, but we're slightly under. And what I liked about it though was the fact that it is has such like a wide diameter. It gives it a little bit more of a substantial presentation. The one thing though about this, right? So here's like a half ounce gold eagle in comparison with the Ducat, but or the Ducat. I'm saying Ducat, but tomato. The one thing about this is that they are wafer thin. They are very thin. So that's why you are able to get such a large diameter on that coin. And then I did pick up another one of my bucket list coins. This is the 50 peso. It's about 1.2057, I believe, ounces of gold. This is a restrike, 1821 to 1947. So my belief is that this was actually struck in 1947. Obviously, there's going to be some stackers who are going to correct me down below. So thank you guys. I appreciate the fact checking and helping me out. This is, a hefty coin. Where's the 1 ounce eagle? Here's a 1 ounce eagle. And you can kind of see the size difference there, side by side. So this was like the last big gold purchase that I made. But because I am slowing down my gold purchases, like I said in the beginning of the video, that I have some quarterly taxes that I am paying, I haven't been buying so much, but I did decide to buy my first rooster, right? The 20 francs. So I was happy to get this. This is 0.18 ounces of gold. It's like 0.1847. It's like just underneath 0.2 ounces of gold, but it has a nice luster. And again, I want to be constantly putting money aside. I do think that gold has more chances, opportunities to rise. I do feel though that we are going to be in this kind of like a purgatory type of limbo state where we are going to be hanging around the 1930, 1950 range for a little while longer. Maybe as we approach the election in November, we will probably see maybe a bit of a bump in the gold prices. But my point is this: I do think that people should continuously be buying gold, or continually buying gold, whatever. You should be buying gold regularly. There you go. Buy it regularly. It's just like a savings account. Yes, the thing is that your value in gold can drop, but you shouldn't be buying precious metals if you cannot afford those drops in prices. And you shouldn't be panicking, because you would only lose money if you actually then sell it at that point. Otherwise, you may as well just hang on to it. And then, if you get some more cash, then you can buy back in, buy it at a slightly cheaper rate. And that's what you're going to want to probably do. So for me, while I continue to buy gold, I will also keep plenty of cash on hand. So that way, if there is some sort of dramatic pullback, then I would buy more gold to kind of dollar cost average down. So I do kind of agree with the analysts that I pointed out in the articles that I pointed out, that I do believe gold has more potential. Whether or not it's going to hit $5,000 an ounce, I don't know. We'll see, right? Only time will tell. But I do think that, people watching this video, that you should be buying gold some form or fashion by fractional if you can't afford the full ounces. And let me know down below, what are you doing? Are you in the bullish or bearish camp? Do you think that people should be buying gold right now, or are you saying pump the brakes and sit back and just watch and wait and see what happens? Because for me, I still think it's an opportunity. I still think that you have the chance of gold rising and becoming even more expensive and harder to buy into. Whereas if you if you're just waiting and seeing what happens, and you're seeing the prices of gold continue to rise, you're going to price yourself out of buying any of the gold that you may have been able to afford previously. And if you continue to buy on the way up, and then you have a dip, you buy more. So I'm basically always in buying mode. I said that if gold were to hit, I used to think that if gold were to hit $2,000 an ounce, that I would actually not buy gold and I would wait. My philosophy has kind of changed, again, based on the fact that I have another 20-25 years to work before retirement. So I'm going to continue to stack the gold, and as much as I possibly can when I can. I've laid off of the silver. I'm primarily using silver as a flipping mechanism and profit. I only kept some silver on hand. I did make a video telling everybody that I'm going to be selling my silver, and holy cow, did I get a lot of hatred on that one. They're like, what are you, moron? What are you doing selling your silver? And meanwhile, I've tripled or quadrupled the money that I put into it, and I still have silver and I have plenty of gold, so I'm not concerned with all of that. But everybody has their own philosophies. Everybody's passionate about the different metals that they are stacking. I don't think that silver is a bad thing. I tell people that they should buy silver and that they should have it in their portfolio. But for me personally, because of the volatility of silver, I kind of, buy and sell it. And I do, like I said, have some that I've kept for myself. And maybe I'll do another silver stack update, and you'll see how drastically different that stack is. But like I said, I'm kind of using silver as more of like a short-term type of thing, and the gold is my long-term play. So anyway, let me know what you guys are doing in the comments below. And I just want to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. Check out these videos. Until next time, long live the Empire.